So today we'll discuss about isomerism in coordination compounds. So we are looking through the chapter coordination compound. Till now we have studied about what is the meaning of coordination compounds. Okay, what it consists of. Then how the nomenclature of these coordination compounds has to be done. Okay, that is their IUPAC. Okay, names for different coordination compounds based on their characteristics of anionic nature, or it may be a cationic nature. Okay, it may be a neutral or anionic or cationic ligand. Okay, based on that we have classified its nomenclature. We have also seen yesterday about EAN, that is effective atomic number. This was given by Sidwig. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the isomerism in coordination compound. Okay, so you might have heard about this word isomerism. Iso, okay, means same. Merism, it is having similar structure. So one of the interesting aspect, okay, of the coordination chemistry is existence of isomers. Okay, that is existence of isomers. Okay, so what are these isomers? Okay, what is the meaning of isomers? So isomers are the different compounds that have same molecular formula. Okay, they have same molecular formula. Okay, these isomers are, okay, they have same molecular formula. They have same molecular molecular formula. Okay, so they have a same molecular formula. They vary in their structure. Okay, so that are called as isomers. Iso means same, mers means the formula. Okay, so their molecular formula. So their chemical reactivities and physical properties, okay, such as color, solubility, and etc, melting points, okay, they may be different. Okay, so although they have a same molecular formula, but what is the difference between them? The they have they vary in their chemical reactivity. They vary in their chemical reactivity. Okay, chemical reactivity. They vary in their physical property. They vary in their physical properties. Okay, so this is what the difference in these isomers. So isomers, although they are having a same molecular formula, okay, but they have a different in their chemical reactivity. Okay, chemical reactivity in physical properties such as their color is different. Okay, their solubility, okay, although the formula looks to be same, but their solubility will be different. Their melting point, okay, these are different. Okay, so all these parameters are different. Okay, so these are different parameters. Okay, so chemical reactivity, physical properties, okay, like color, solubility, melting point, it is etc. These will have a different, okay, these will vary. Okay, so these are called as the isomers. So broadly speaking, isomers are classified into two types. Okay, so isomers are classified into two types. We will see its classification. Okay, because we have to see all the classification. So now we'll see its classification. Okay, through the chart. So classification of isomers, okay, which are having a same molecular formula, but they vary in their physical chemical properties. Okay, so isomers are classified into, we'll see its classification. So isomers, they are classified into mainly two parts, two categories, and these two categories are, one is stereoisomer. Okay, we'll discuss about all these isomers. Okay, so stereo isomers, and the next is constitutional or structural isomer. Okay, stereo, and the next one is a constitutional. Okay, constitutional. Okay, that is also known as structural isomer. That is also known as a structural isomer. Okay, structural isomers. Now, these are main two categories of isomers. One is a stereoisomer and one is a structural isomer. They vary in their structure. Now, this stereoisomer further classified into two categories, and these two categories are the geometric. Okay, geometric geometric, that is also known as, okay, distereoisomer. Okay, distereoisomer, isomers. Okay, distereo isomers. And next one is optical isomer. Okay, we will discuss all about this. Okay, optical isomers, that is also called as enantiomers. Okay, enantiomers. Okay, optical isomers or enantiomers. And further, this constitutional or structural isomer is classified into again four types. Okay, they are again classified into four types. And what are that four types? We'll see. The four types is linkage isomer. Okay, linkage isomer. Another type is a coordination isomer. Okay, coordination isomer. Next, it is classified into ionization isomer. And the last category, it is the solvate isomer. Okay, so solvate isomer. So in this way, this is yes, classification. Okay, flow chart or classification based over this chart. So isomers are classified into two categories: stereo and constitutional. Okay, that is also called as structural isomer. Structural isomer is having four types. Okay, linkage, coordination, ionization, and solvate. Okay, and stereo isomers is having two types. That is called as geometric. Another name for geometric is the distereoisomers. Okay, and another classification is optical. That is also called as enantiomers. Now we will discuss one by one each all these isomers. So we know what is the meaning of isomers. They have same molecular formula. Molecular formula, if you will observe, they will it will look like the same, but they vary in their structure. Okay, so how they are varying in structure? Okay, with the different with the different isomers we will discuss now. Okay, so in this category we will first discuss about a stereoisomer. Okay, we'll discuss about first stereoisomer. Okay, first classification. Yes. Now we will discuss about very first isomer, that is called as a stereoisomer, which is a classification of isomers. So very first classification is a stereoisomers. So as the name is given, stereoisomers, they have a same links. Okay, they have a same links. Okay, they have same links. Their molecular formula will look same link among constituent atoms. Okay, they have same link among constituent atoms. So their constituent atoms will have the same link among constituent atoms. However, the arrangement of atoms in space are different. Okay, so there the however arrangement of the atoms. So we'll discuss about this arrangement of atoms in space So the arrangement of this atom in a space, this will be different. So how this will be different, we'll see through the examples also and its classification. So there are two kinds of stereoisomers. We have already seen through this chart. Okay, so the isomers are classified into stereoisomers. Okay, and another one is structural isomer. And now this stereoisomer is classified into, yes, its classification A, the geometric isomer. Okay, geometric, that is also called as a distereoisomer. Okay, distereoisomers. So now we'll discuss about what is the meaning of geometric or distereo isomers. So these are non-superimposable mirror image. Okay, so what is that? No, these are non-superimposable imposable mirror images. So the mirror images. So these structures, these geometric distereoisomers. Okay, these are non-superimposable mirror images isomers, and these are possible in heteroleptic complexes, and these are possible in heteroleptic. We have already studied about what is the meaning of heteroleptic. Okay, heteroleptic complexes. Okay, so in a different complexes we have seen the homoleptic complexes and heteroleptic complexes. Hetero means different. So what is the meaning of heteroleptic complex? So if the central atom is surrounded by uh, different ligands, okay, not the same ligand. Okay, other different ligands. That is the meaning of hetero. Hetero means different. So if the central atom, a central metal ion, if it is surrounded by different ligands, okay, different ligands, and the such kind of a complex which form called as a heteroleptic complex. And in heteroleptic complex, what happens? So as it is having a different molecules, okay, so different ligands, so non-superimposable mirror images they create. So how they create non-superimposable mirror image, we'll see. So in these isomer, there are cis and trans type. Okay. So in this geometric or distereoisomers, these are in these isomers there are cis and trans type arrangement. Okay, so there is a cis arrangement, okay, called as a cis isomers. Okay, cis isomers. So what is this cis isomers? They are identical ligands occupy adjacent position. So this is important thing about cis isomer. Okay, cis isomer, they have identical ligands. So identical ligands, they occupy adjacent space. Okay, they occupy adjacent position, we can say. Okay, around the central metal ion. Okay, around the central metal ion, and that's why they are called as a cis type. Okay, so cis isomers, and the next one is a trans. Okay, trans isomers. Trans isomers. So in case of trans isomers, the identical ligands they occupy opposite position. So identical ligands they occupy opposite position around the central metal ion. So this is the important thing about cis isomers and trans isomers. So in case of cis isomer, the position will be adjacent position, and in case of trans isomers, the position of the ligands are opposite. So how that we will see. Cis and trans isomers have a different properties. Okay, if we talk about their properties, they have a different properties. Cis trans isomers is observed in a square planar and octahedral complex. So cis isomers, these are observed. Okay, these are observed in the geometries uh, like a square planar geometry. Okay, जिनमें square planar geometry होती है. Okay, and octahedral and octahedral complexes. So the complexes which are octahedral complexes, or those are having a square planar geometries. So in that case, the cis kind of isomers can be observed. Okay. So now we'll see the cis and trans isomer in a square planar. Okay. So we'll see these cis and trans. Okay, both the isomers cis and trans isomers, the cis and trans isomers in the square planar complexes. Okay, so in a square planar complexes. Okay, square planar complexes. So square planar complexes in which all the ligands will be present in a one plane. That's why, and they will occupy square position. Square position means what? Like this. Okay, this is suppose central metal ion, and in this way they will occupy a square, and it will be in a same plane. That's why the structure is called as a square planar structure. Okay, so this square planar structure for cis and trans isomers we will see with the help of examples, and the square planar complexes. Okay, of kind the M A2 and B2 type. Okay, M A2 B2 type, and another type is M A2 BC type. Okay, we'll see one by one. So where this, yes, I will write here M A, 2, B, and C. So what is this ABC stands for? So this ABC stands for the ligand. Okay, A, B, and C. These are the ligands which are attached with the central metal ion, and M is the central metal ion. Okay, central metal, which is forming a coordination compound. So Ma2B2. So we'll see with the help of example. We have already seen cisplatin. Okay, platinum. This is NH3 twice and Cl2. Now have a look at this compound, this coordination compound. Have a look at this coordination compound. So what you will observe here, that this is a kind of Ma2B2 type. Okay, M is a here platinum, A2 is ammonia, NH3 two times, and B2 is here a chlorine, that is chloride. Okay, Cl2. So this is cisplatin. Okay, it is a kind of this Ma2B2 kind of we can say isomer. Now we have to see it's a cis isomer and trans isomer of this. Okay, coordination compound. So we'll see here cis isomers, they are identical ligands and occupy adjacent position. So now what will happen? This platinum will be, yes, shown in the middle. Okay. Now adjacent isomers. What are the adjacent isomers? If we take NH3, okay, if we take NH3, so like this N, because nitrogen is the donor, nitrogen atom is the donor atom which will donate its electron pair to the platinum. Okay, so that's why if you are showing nitrogen NH3 to this right side, so at the bottom also this should, you should show NH3, because they will be adjacent, they will be adjacent in position for cis isomer. Okay, so right now we are drawing for a cis isomer. This is a cis isomer, and this is, yes, Cl, and this is a Cl. So have a look at this right now. You will observe that this is a square planar complex in which it is a central metal ion, and adjacent are the same ligands. Okay, adjacents are adjacent position are the same ligands. Okay, so this is cis isomer. This is cis isomer. Okay, this is cis isomer. Now we will draw for trans isomer. Okay, trans isomer के लिए draw करेंगे. This is cis isomer. Now trans isomer of the type the same, that is, okay, वही है example. Okay, हमारा example Ma2B2 type we are, because we are looking at Ma2B2. We'll see afterwards Ma2BC. Okay, so trans isomer, same example. Platinum, okay, will be the central metal ion, and this is the chlorine. Suppose this is a chlorine. Okay, so now where to show another chlorine atom? So this has to be shown in a opposite position, okay. And if this is NH3, then this will be the NH3. So all these these two, cis isomer and trans isomer, okay, they are having means identical, same formula है, उसका formula same है, but they vary in their physical and chemical properties. Okay, दोनों भी है, vary करेंगे उनके physical और chemical property के बारे में. So what is the change in its chemical and physical property? We will see. Okay. Yes. So have a look at this cis isomer and the trans isomer. Here, cis isomer is more soluble. Now we'll discuss about this example. Okay. So platinum, this is NH3 twice Cl2. Okay. So we'll discuss about cis isomer, and we will discuss about trans isomer. Okay. Isomer in this stereo isomers. So here cis isomer is more soluble in water. Okay, so cis isomer is more soluble in water. Okay, so this cis isomer, this is a cis isomer for this coordination compound. Okay, and this is the trans isomer for this coordination compound. So this cis isomer is more soluble in water than trans isomer. Okay, so trans isomer will be what now? It will be less soluble. Okay, so I'm not going to write down complete. Okay, so it will be less soluble in water. Okay, so it will be less soluble in water. Another difference, if we see cis isomer named cisplatin. Okay, cis isomer का नाम क्या है? It is the named as cisplatin. Cisplatin is the name which is given to this isomer. Okay, in the cis isomer, and it is the anti-cancer drug. Okay, what is that? Cisplatin. It is anti-cancer drug. Okay, it is anti-cancer drug. But when we talk about trans isomer is less soluble in water. Okay, trans isomer is less soluble in water, as well as the trans isomer is physiologically inactive. Okay, it is physiologically physiologically it is inactive. Okay, it is inactive isomer. This is inactive isomer. So although the formula looks to be the same, but there is a difference in their physical and chemical property. This point we have already discussed earlier about the isomer. So you have to remember always, isomer means what? Although their formula is identical, but they vary in their physical and chemical properties based on their structure. Okay, so cis and trans, these are the structures. Okay, in case of the geometric, okay, that's why geometric isomer, why the name is given geometric isomer to this. Okay, or distereoisomers, the reason being, based on their geometry, they vary in their property. They based on their geometry, they vary in properties. So like right now, if the geometry of these ligands, if its position is adjacent, then it will show some different properties. And if these ligands are attached in opposite direction to each other, then their property will vary. So if have a look at this, we are looking for this cisplatin. Okay, इसके लिए हम लोग देख रहे हैं how this cis and trans isomers are different. That's why the name of this drug, anti-cancer drug, is given cisplatin. Cisplatin. Okay, so physiologically this trans isomer is inactive. Okay, the cis isomer is polar. Okay, another is what? This cis isomer is polar in nature. Okay, polar in nature with non-zero dipole moment. What is the meaning of polar? Which will have non-zero dipole moment, means it will have some dipole moment. Okay, it will have some dipole moment. If we talk about this mm, cisplatin, it will have some dipole moment. Yes. So it will have some dipole moment. Dipole moment रहेगा किसमें? cis isomer में, and with non-zero dipole moment. Okay, so it will have some value of the dipole moment. But in case of trans isomer, okay, so it is a non-polar. Okay, it is a non-polar. It is a non-polar. Now, why it is a non-polar? Means there will be a zero dipole moment. Okay, there will be a zero dipole moment. अभी ये zero dipole moment किस कारण रहता है? So वो reason देखेंगे. So have a look at this fluorine and this fluorine. They both are in opposite direction. The dipoles will what? They will cancel each other. Okay, dipole moment of this chlorine atom and this chlorine atom will cancel each other, and dipole moment of this ammonia and this ammonia will get cancel with each other. We have already studied what is the dipole moment. Okay, in 11th standard. So it is the dipole moment. Okay, it is due to the, we can say, valence electrons की वजह से. Okay, and it may be due to the lone pair electrons also. And this dipole moment, which gives the magnitude of charge, okay, and the distance between the two nuclei, okay, it gives the dipole moment. So this dipole moment in these opposite molecules will cancel each other, and that's why it will be non-polar and it will have a zero dipole moment. Okay, it will have a zero dipole moment. So as a result, up to opposite platinum and chlorine and platinum and NH3 bonds moment which cancel each other. So this is what the difference between cis isomer and the trans isomer. Okay, this difference you must know. So although the formula looks to be identical, but there is a difference in their physical and chemical properties of these isomers. Okay, so in this way, this cis isomers for this compound is more soluble in water, but it is less soluble in water. And the name is called as cisplatin, and anti-cancer drug, which is used as an anti-cancer drug, but it is okay geometrically or physiologically it is inactive है ये वाला compound. Okay, trans isomer, and this one is a polar. Okay, cis isomer is a polar, and trans isomer is non-polar, which is having a zero dipole moment. Now we'll see the another type. Okay, जो देखा था हम लोगों ने. Okay, we have written in case of cis and trans isomer in a square planar, the in square planar m, that is A to BC. Okay, this type M A to BC, where A, B, C are the ligands and M is the central metal ion. And example P platinum, this NH3, this NH3, H2O. Okay, H2 and Cl2. Cl2 आप देख सकते हो, Cl2 is A here. Okay, 2 B and C are this. Okay, so in this way this is the compound. Okay, which is of Ma2BC type. Okay, square planar. So we will draw the structure for it. Okay, so platinum, because we know the difference. So H2O. Okay, H2O, and two chlorine atoms are present here. So this is one chlorine and this is another chlorine, which will be adjacent to each other. आप देख सकते हो इसमें. Okay, this is what the difference, because these ligands, they will, if their ligands are many ligands are present, then their position will be adjacent to each other like this, and this is an H3. Okay, so this is called as a cis isomer. This is called as a cis isomers due to this chlorine and this chlorine atom. Okay, because only one atom, sorry, one molecule of H2 and one molecule of NH3 is present, so that's why they are present in the opposite side. Now, in case of a trans isomer, okay, trans isomer for the same compound, so this will be the platinum. Okay, this will be the platinum, and this chlorine, one chlorine atom will be present over here and one chlorine atom will be present over here, and this H2O. Okay, this is H2O will be present here, and this is another, that is NH3, because nitrogen is a donor atom. Okay, from NH3. So in this way you have a look at this chlorine and this chlorine, they are opposite. Okay, these ligands are shown in the structure in opposite direction, and this will indicate this is a trans isomer. Okay, this is a trans isomer. So this is a cis and trans isomer in a square planar. We'll see now in octahedral complexes. Okay, so we'll see in octahedral complexes. So this was the cis and trans isomers we have seen in case of a square planar. Okay, square planar complexes. Now we'll see in case of octahedral complexes how it looks like. Okay, with the examples. So now the second in that category is the cis and trans isomer, cis and trans isomers, but these are in octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes. In case of square planar, okay, we have seen square planar complexes. Now we'll see in case of octahedral complexes. So octahedral complexes may be of two types. Okay, the types octahedral complexes maybe have two types, that is M A4 and B2. There may be another kind, that is M, दो तीन टाइप है इसके देखेंगे, M A4 B and C. आप देख सकते हो इसमें M A4 B2, because A B C are here the ligands. Okay, and another is M, yes, AA2 and B2 type. Okay, so these are the three types. Okay, exist as a cis and trans isomers where AA is a bidentate ligand. Okay, what is this AA? It is a bidentate. What is the meaning of bidentate? We know bidentate, bi means two. So two atoms from that ligand can donate the electron, donate its electron pair to a central metal ion. That's why they are called as a bidentate. Okay, we have seen monodentate and polydentate. Okay, so we'll see the very first example. Okay, cobalt, this NH3. Okay, so NH3 4Cl2 cationic. Okay, plus, and have a look at this. This is uh, YumA4. Okay, YumA4B2 kind of the isomer. Okay, in that category now we will draw its cis isomer and trans isomer draw करेंगे. चलो cobalt बीच में है. Okay, now chlorine, two atoms are present, so we can draw it in adjacent like this chlorine and this chlorine. Okay, geometry is octahedral complex. Okay, so don't forget it right now. It's a octahedral complex, not a square planar geometry. Okay, so octahedral, it will form octahedron. Okay, so yes, chlorine, and this is NH3 right now. So NH3, this will be NH3, this will be NH3. Okay, and this will be NH3. How many? 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes, yeah, nitrogen NH3. So this structure is having a plus charge, and this is called as a cis isomer. This is called as a cis isomer. Have a look at this right now. These NH3, 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 these are adjacent to each other, called as a cis isomer, and this chlorine, chlorine are adjacent to each other, called as a cis isomer. Now, in case of trans isomer, okay, this is suppose cobalt, which is present at the center. And right now, what will happen if this is the chlorine? Then this will be the chlorine atom. Okay, this has to be shown like this. And now, if this is NH3, okay, then this NH3, it should be shown in opposite direction to that. Okay, and if this is the NH3, NH3, भी देखो इनके dipole moment सब cancel हो जाएंगे and they will have zero dipole moment, non-polar. So in this way, this is having a plus charge, and this is called as a trans isomer. Trans isomer. Have a look at this. This NH3 and this NH3 is opposite. This NH3 and this NH3 is opposite, and this chlorine and this chlorine is opposite in direction. Okay, in this trans isomer. So this is kind of YumA4B2. Okay, now we will see YumA4BC type. Okay, एक एक टाइप देखेंगे हम लोग, एक एक टाइप कवर करेंगे. So another type we'll see. Yes. Next we'll see MA4BC type. Okay. So examples being this platinum, example दिया है NH3, and this is 4, and ClBr, chlorine or bromine, and here it is 2 plus charge is present. Okay, so this is of this category. Okay, Ma4BC category. So central metal is platinum. Okay, and ClBr. Okay, ClBr are present. So we'll show this chlorine atom and this bromine atom. ये इसको एक side में दे देते हैं. Now what are remaining? Chlorine is, sorry, NH3 is remaining, and it should be shown adjacent to each other, NH4. So एक यहाँ पे आएगा, एक यहाँ पे आएगा, एक यहाँ पे आएगा और एक यहाँ पे आएगा. Okay, so this is the NH3. NH3, this will be adjacent to each other. Okay, this NH3 will be adjacent to each other. Okay, and this is called as the, yes, with having 2 plus charge over this complex, and this is a cis isomer. This is a cis isomer. Okay, so this is what the difference. And now the trans, so platinum will be shown here in middle. Okay, then the suppose chlorine is shown in like this. then bromine will be shown like this. This is suppose NH3, so it will get cancelled with each other, their moments like this, and this is another NH3, so its dipole moment will be cancelled out by this NH3. So in this way, if you will observe this 2 plus, okay, so have a look at this. This is called as a cis isomer and this is called as a trans isomer. Okay, so trans isomer, because this NH3, this NH3, this NH3, this NH3, these are opposite in direction with each other and they will cancel their dipole moments, and as we know they cancel their dipole moment, what will happen? They will be a non-polar. Okay, they will be non-polar and this is a polar. So this is the kind of trans cis and trans isomer in octahedral complex. Octahedral complex, okay, of M4BC type. Now last type we'll see the bidentate ligand. Okay, bidentate ligand में देखते हैं. Okay, third type देखते हैं. Example. So now we'll see the bidentate, the third example, and this third example, okay, it is for the CO cobalt EN. What is EN? We know very much. Okay, EN is what? Ethylene diamine. Okay, we have already written, okay, several times this compound, ethylene diamine. So plus, which is of this category? MAA2B2, because ethylene diamine, in this there are, these are bidentate ligand. So En is twice present over here. Okay, so En दो बार present है यहाँ पे और Cl2. Okay, so that's why MAA bracket में 2 times. Okay, and it is Cl2. So we will draw here the structure. So cobalt ये बीच में आएगा. Okay, chlorine, and this chlorine will be near to each other, and ये देखो ये वाला ऐसा ऐसा ये En रहेगा. Okay, so this is En, that is ethylene diamine आएगा यहाँ पे. Okay, and ये देखो यहाँ पे और ये देखो यहाँ पे, this will be ethylene diamine. So this is the structure. Okay, this is the structure and plus charge है इसके ऊपर. So plus charge है इसके ऊपर. So this is called as a cis isomer. This is called as a cis isomer. ये एक लाइन है, ये एक लाइन है, ये एक लाइन है, ये एक लाइन है. Okay, which is attached with this ethylene diamine. Okay, so this is cis isomer. Another is a trans isomer. This is a cobalt. Okay, तो ये suppose chlorine है. Okay, in this direction, तो ये chlorine रहेगा. Okay, and if this and this, now this and this is, yes, ethylene diamine. So this is ethylene diamine, ethylene diamine. Here this is ethylene diamine, because these are bidentate ligands. Okay, bidentate ligand, and it is having plus charge. Okay, so this is a trans isomer for of which kind? MAA bracket 2 times and B2. Okay, so ethylene diamine. So in this way we have seen these very first. Okay, isomer classification is a stereoisomer. First classification stereoisomer, and in that stereoisomers also we have seen the geometric isomer. Okay, geometric isomer. What is this geometric isomer? They will vary in their geometry. Okay, formula will be the same, but the geometry is different. Okay, we have seen different kinds. We have seen square planar complex. We have seen the octahedral complex. Now another type in the stereoisomer. Okay, stereoisomer, it is having two types. One is geometric and another one is optical isomer. Now we'll see the it's B type optical isomer. Okay, optical isomer देखते हैं. What is that optical isomer? So B type. Okay. A type we have completed geometric isomer. Okay. In the category of stereoisomer. Stereoisomer is having two types, geometric and another one is optical. So now we'll see second type, that is optical. Optical isomers. Optical isomers, and it is called as enantiomers. It is also called as a enantiomers. Enantiomers. So the complex molecules or ions that are non-superimposable mirror images. These are non-superimposable, okay, non-superimposable mirror images. These are non-superimposable mirror images. These are non-superimposable mirror images. These are also non-superimposable mirror images, okay, enantiomers. And the of each other, these are enantiomers. The non-superimposable mirror images are chiral. Okay, so what is this chiral? Okay, we are going to study in the next chapter. So these enantiomers have identical properties. Okay, these enantiomers, okay, these enantiomers, these are have identical properties. So this is the important thing about, okay, optical isomer. These have identical properties. These have identical properties. Okay, उनकी properties same होती है. Okay, and how differ in their response to plain polarized light. तो difference क्या है इसमें? What is the difference? Okay, what is the difference in these isomer enantiomers? They differ. Okay, so differ in their they differ in their response. उनका जो response है, in their response to light. Okay, response to plain polarized light, to plain polarized so light. So with the plain polarized light, they have identical properties. These enantiomers, optical isomers. Okay, in case of cis and trans isomers, we have seen there is a difference, okay, in properties also. But in case of optical isomers, enantiomers, they will have identical properties. उनकी properties identical होती है. But what is the difference? They differ in their response. Their response, okay, in compound का response किसके साथ? To plain polarized light के साथ इनका response vary होता है. Okay, so this is what the difference. And the enantiomers that rotates the plane of plain polarized light to right, okay, that is clockwise, is called as a dextro. We are going to see what is a dextro and labio. Okay, so in details. So till now, just you have to understand two different structures are present in optical isomers. One is a kind of dextro. Okay, so enantiomers that rotates. So enantiomers, I will write still enantiomers, enantiomers that rotates the plane of rotates the plane of plane polarized light. Okay, so which rotate the plane of plane polarized light, and these to the right. Okay, to what? To the right side. And to right side means what? The consideration that we have to take is a clockwise direction, and this clockwise direction rotation, okay, is called as a dextro isomer. Is called as what? Dextro. Dextro. Okay, dextro. It is also called as a d isomer. D isomer. Okay, and the enantiomers that rotates to the plane of a polarized light to the left. Okay, to the left, that is anti-clockwise. Okay, so that is anti-clockwise direction में. Okay, anti-clockwise direction, and that is called as a lavio. Okay, so that is called as a lavio. Okay, lavio, uh, which is called as a L isomer. Okay, L isomer, which is called as a L isomer. So what about this L and dextro? Okay, lavio and the dextro isomers. We'll see more in details. Okay, so optical isomers in octahedral complexes. So in that category, we'll see first. Okay, these optical isomers, because right now we are seeing optical isomers which are having a same physical, same property, identical property, and optical isomers in octahedral complexes. In octahedral complexes. So in octahedral complexes, okay. So consider example cobalt this En, that is ethylene diamine 3 times and 3 plus charge which is having. Now how to represent each? Okay. So one is a dextro and another is a labio structure. So chalo dekhte hain. This is a cobalt. Okay, this is a cobalt right now, and have a look at this cobalt. So स्ट्रक्चर ड्रॉ करते चलो अभी हम लोग कोबाल्ट का. So En 3 times, so this is what En, and this is what En structure, ethylene diamine, and this is what En, that is ethylene diamine, okay, structure, and which is having a 3 plus. So it is called as a D, okay, D, and its mirror image, suppose this is a mirror, okay, and suppose this is a mirror, so its replica in the mirror will be what? It's the labio isomer, okay. So how it will be, replica will be, so its replica will be like this. ये देखो, ये कोबाल्ट यहाँ पे, ओके, ये वाला इधर चला जाएगा, तो पहले उसको ड्रॉ कर लेता हूं मैं. ये देखो ऐसे, लाइक दिस, okay, this is, so this portion has now shifted towards right side because of this mirror, okay. So this is a mirror. Okay, so this is called as a D-isomer. Okay, this is called as a D-isomer. Okay, now we are drawing, it's a labio isomer. So right now, have a look at this. So this will be like, yes, En, and this will be like, okay. So in this way, this is the structure, okay, with this 3 plus charge. Have a look at this right now. So this D isomer, if it is a dextro isomer, then its mirror image, okay, its mirror image will be the L isomer, okay, labio isomer. This is in case of the octahedral complex, okay, octahedral complex, because En bidentate hai, okay. So now in case of our hands are non-superimposable mirror images, okay. For your kind information, this is a information, okay. We are saying that it is a non-superimposable mirror images. What is that non-superimposable mirror images? So our hands, okay, our hands are non-superimposable, huh? Now how this non-superimposable, we'll see. Non-superimposable mirror images, okay. So how, when you hold your left hand up to a mirror, the image looks like a right hand, okay. When you will keep your left hand over a mirror, what you will observe, that it will look like a right hand. That is what called as a non superimposable mirror images, okay. That is what called as a non superimposable mirror images, okay. So our hands are non superimposable mirror images. When you hold our hands, okay, so up to a mirror, the image looks like a right hand, okay. Image of that looks like a right hand. So this is the case of optical isomer in case of octahedral. Okay, now optical isomers. Okay, so octahedral complexes existing as both geometric and optical isomer. So we'll see. So we are looking at the optical isomers. Optical isomers are having same properties, okay. but they differ in their response to a plain polarized light. So now the second type is that octahedral complex. Now we'll see about these octahedral complex. Okay, in optical isomer, but these octahedral complexes existing as both. Okay, which are existing as geometric and optical isomer, as geometric, okay, geometric B and optical B, optical isomer, ओके ज्योमेट्रिक भी है और ऑप्टिकल भी है ओके कैसे वो देखेंगे हम लोग सो एग्जांपल बी द प्लैटिनम ओके Cl2 En ethylene diamine 2 and this is 2 plus. Okay, have a look at this coordination compound. So platinum Cl2 En2 okay 2 plus. In this type of complex only a cis isomer exists as a pair of enantiomers. Okay, so cis isomer we will draw cis isomer. So for drawing cis isomer this platinum will be shown in the central. Okay, platinum central में है तो उसको central में दिखाना पड़ेगा because this that is a metal ion. And now this chlorine, okay, this chlorine, two atoms of this chlorine will have to show in nearby to each other. So this is a chlorine and this is another chlorine. Now the yes, this ethylene diamine, okay, ethylene diamine. So this will be one ethylene diamine will be like this and another ethylene diamine will be yes opposite to this. चलो ये ड्रॉ करता हूँ ये ड्रॉ करता हूँ this one is and this one. So in this way, this is a ethylene diamine. This is the structure, okay, which with a 2 plus charge, with a 2 plus charge. So right now we can call this as a D isomer. Okay, we can call this as a D isomer. Okay, so dextro type isomer. Okay, Cl. And if we take its mirror image, ओके मिरर इमेज तो कैसे ड्रॉ करेंगे हम लोग इसको प्लैटिनम बीच में आएगा ये क्लोरीन उधर चला जाएगा ये सेंट्रल में ही रहेगा बीच में ये क्लोरीन उधर चला जाएगा लाइक दिस ओके एंड this will be like this Tiomus this ethylene diamine and this is the ethylene diamine. So in this way, this is the structure that is 2 plus. So this one is a D type and this one is a yes Lavio type isomer enantiomers. But right now, if we observe this, we can say as a cis isomer. Okay, cis isomer. Why we will call this as a cis isomer? Because आप देख सकते हो यहाँ पे this chlorine these are adjacent, this chlorine are adjacent. Whenever we show this chlorine adjacent, what happens, we will say that there are such ligands okay which are shown in the structure nearby each other adjacent to each other. आप देख सकते हो ये देखो ethylene diamine ये भी क्या है adjacent show किया हुआ है. So this is called as a cis isomer. Cis and trans isomer they are having a different properties. So this cis isomer and now trans isomer. How we can show a trans isomer here? So this is the platinum. ये chlorine ऐसे दिखा सकते हैं हम लोग. This chlorine and this chlorine is opposite in direction, and this ethylene diamine, okay, and this En. Okay, this ethylene diamine. Have a look at this right now. This one ethylene diamine, this one ethylene diamine is opposite to each other. This chlorine and this chlorine is opposite to each other, and they are having how much charge? 2 plus charge. And if you look this will look like a trans isomer. Okay, this will look like a trans isomer. So octahedral complexes existing as a geometric also. Okay, geometric भी देखो this is a geometric. Okay, and the sorry geometric is this cis and trans are the geometric isomer and optical isomer. This is looking like a optical isomer. So in this way, one is a dextro type and another one is a Lavio type of isomer in the octahedral complexes. So this is about their classification. Okay, in case of we have seen एक ऑप्टिकल आइसोमर देख लिया और इसके पहले जो ए टाइप जो देखा हम लोगों ने दैट इज अ ज्योमेट्रिक okay geometric isomer. These two are the classifications of स्टीरियो आइसोमर, ओके, स्टीरियो आइसोमर की क्लासिफिकेशन है। ज्योमेट्रिक आइसोमर, ओके, जिसको दूसरा नाम है डाई स्टीरियो isomers, okay, diastereo isomers. So we have seen this geometric as well as optical isomer. What is the geometric isomer? In which geometric isomer there is a cis and trans type, okay, they vary in their physical and chemical properties. But in case of optical isomers, they are have identical properties, but they differ only in their response to the plane polarized light, and it is having two types called as a dextro and labio, okay, isomers. So its further part, okay, its further part, that's classification of the next kind of isomers, that is structural isomer. We will see in the next lecture. Okay, structural isomers. Okay, second part, classification of isomers.